Shoe fly.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Today we're gonna be talking about water and how water can assist you in prayers, understanding things, and just some forgotten elements. Because oftentimes we um we talk about the power of having a prayer, but sometimes you need to know what you can use in order to get that prayer through. So without further ado, what we're gonna do. Normally I sing my song, y'all. Y'all want to hear my song? You want to hear my song? Yeah, you want to hear my song. Oh, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Come on, sing out of tune with me. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the clouds that had me blind. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. So I didn't sing my song. That's our opening for right now. But without further ado, we want to talk about some forgotten wise tales and some superstitions that I've heard while living in South Carolina, as well as when I lived in North Carolina and have traveled different other places. So without further ado, let's bring it. You ready, Hoodoo How Joe?
Yes.
Okay. So I have right beside me a bottle of alkaline water. Now, it does not matter what type of water that you use for what we're getting ready to talk about right now, I guess. But there are different elements of water. And if you're following me on Instagram, I actually put a post on the different types of water that you may use. But keep this in mind. When you're using that type of water, it's also for different type of elements or different things of that nature. You know, if you need an answer, you know that you can use water to help you get an answer. If you need to get a prayer through, you can also use water. Now, oftentimes, and matter of fact, I don't think she would mind because she was just on here today on the platform. My soul sister, Honey, Queen Sunita Honey, Queen Sunny Honey. She once made a statement, and please forgive me because I'm getting kind of tired all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
me too. Like this energy is very heavy over here, y'all.
But it's okay. We're doing some work in the background. So what it is that she made a statement to me that she always noticed that I was by water. And a lot of people would think that I work with a lot of water all the time. But honestly, I work with a whole lot of different things. You just may not see it. But one of the songs that I know that is a hoodoo song that actually work is I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. Y'all remember that song? Come on, let's go. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside to study war no more. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside to study war no more. Now, that sounds like a good friendly song, and it is to a certain degree. But that is a good opening to whenever you want to do a prayer or something. You can use the element of water to find out something as well as to get a prayer through or to do some cleansings. So you got any questions, Hoodoo Hacho, at this time?
Yeah, actually, okay. I'm trying to.
Speak, girl.
I'm trying to get like I said, the energy's very heavy. I'm trying to keep myself afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was told that, and this, can I talk about ancestral veneration and things like that into my question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so many people are perceived to believe that you need like a really fancy altar for your ancestors, but I've also seen that all you need is a white. Man,
this got something to do with water.
Yeah, I was
okay.
I was asking, and then I saw somewhere else that all you need is a white candle and some water.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would be
It depends because your altar is something that's personal to you. Just like when you go to church, they have an altar. And oftentimes they tell you, well, you're not supposed to have an altar and different things of that nature. I think it's kind of foolish for you to have a public altar and don't have one that's private. Why? Because there's oftentimes where you have to go before the throne and pray about your situation, and you don't necessarily need people to be around. Why? Distractions. Not only that, but sometimes people energy can kind of hinder what you're trying to manifest or what you're trying to let go of. So sometimes you have to go in prayer in private. Another good song that's very good for the water element and talking about the privacy will be "Come On in the Room." You remember that old song by the Mississippi Mass Choir?
I like that song. I sing that every once in a while.
And you can sing that song to the water, as well as you can bless your water. Matter of fact, this is what I want to.
Oh yeah, you can also speak your life into your water before drinking it and know it actually happened. I think it's called like quantum shifting or quantum jump. Yeah, quantum leaping, jumping. Something like that. So yeah, try doing that and see how your life will change.
So this is what I want everybody to do. If you can, go get some water.
Let me go refill my cup.
Okay, so while she's refilling, I'm gonna say, "Come on in the room, come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes all of my scriptures, and he gives me all my medicine in the room."
I love this song.
Yeah. You basically grew up on that song. I played a whole lot.
Yeah, she played a whole lot when I was younger, and I know the whole song.
But if you ever notice too, if you watch the movie War Room, some of what we're talking about, you can kind of see in the closet aspect of it. But nevertheless, so everybody got their water. I got mine, as you see. And I want you to hold your water with two hands. Hold your water with two hands. And I want you to look inside of your water. And I want you to speak to your water. Water, give me good health. Water, be nurturing. Water, give us moisture for our skin, our hair, our nails. Water, do what you will in order to cleanse my body and nourish my thirst. Water, please reveal unto me whatever I need to know. It can be something just as so simple. And so what you're going to do, I'm going to have to take my top off. And make sure you hold your water with two hands and drink. Now, publicly, you'll notice that a lot of people, they only drink holding it with one hand, but we're really supposed to drink just like a baby do with two hands. And it looks kind of weird, but you'll notice that it'll feel better. And oh my gosh, this water will start tasting a whole lot better. This is some alkaline water I got from the Sam's Club. And so again, especially like if you're going through some type of sickness, for those of you all who don't know, I'm a certified herbalist, as well as it tastes different. You get to kind of taste it.
Mine tastes like you got ginger. It's burning.
For real, and it's only water. Okay, well maybe you need something to kind of. Notice I'm still drinking my water with my two hands because I'm trying to promote I am promoting healthiness within my body and whatever it was that I had spoken to it. Now I'm not sure why her water tastes spicy, or she just trying to say that.
No. It tastes like I put. Actually, you know how you swallow cinnamon? Mm-hmm. That's what it tastes like.
But cinnamon in it?
Nutmeg, no.
Mm-hmm.
Those are prosperity herbs and spices. So it's also. But yeah, it is going down.
So you notice I'm still
a little bit hotter.
Like baby, I'm drinking my water so that I'm promoting health and nourishment. But let me tell you about a story that I heard while I was at Vacation Bible School at one of the Baptist churches right here. So, some people would probably say, why are you talking about this? And you really shouldn't. But this is one of the things that I heard that I thought was really fascinating. That I was in Vacation Bible School and I was actually learning Hoodoo. So my teacher at the time was discussing how her grandmother would get up and get a pitcher of water. And while she had a pitcher of water, she was getting her rocking chair and she would pray, and she would call on the names of the children that were in the home, as well as her neighbors and what have you, who she was responsible for. And she would pray good things over them, that they would cover protection and everything. And she'll sit there and just rock and just pray. And at that time, when the older people prayed back in the day, they called that tarrying, because they would pray for a long time. If you ever hear me talk about my Aunt Mother, sometimes me and her, we would pray for like 2-3 hours. I remember sometimes prayer would get so long that I would fall asleep on my knees by her bedside. And she had wooden floors, and they were painted brown. And then she had like the steel. They don't make these bed posts now, but they were steel. I mean, you could take a truck and run into one of those bed posts, and they would not be in a break. I mean, they were a real solid deal. And you could bust your head wide open with one of those too. So she had one, and her sister, which was my great grandmother, had a bed like that. But nevertheless, during the prayer time, she was saying that, she would cover the children. So as they left and they went to school, let no harm or danger, hinder them. And then she would give each one of the kids, as well as herself, a cup of water to drink after she done prayed over it. Now, if you're still thinking it's wrong, think about this. Why are you saying grace over your food if it's so wrong to say grace over a thing of water? Isn't that food for thought?
I mean, she ain't capping. That is some food for thought, y'all. Just think about it.
And it's going to nourish your body. So why not bless what you're going to intake in a liquid form?
Right. Y'all bless ham hocks.
And what else? Pork, beans, and rice.
And chitlins, and those are booty noodles. So y'all can't say nothing.
And this is really healthy. But nevertheless, with water, especially before you go to bed at night, if you have something that you need to know, you can actually put some water beside your bed. And oftentimes I will tell my clients to put water beside their bed and ask the question. And I promise you, you'll either have a dream about it, or when you wake up, the answer will be revealed to you.
That's very true. Mm-hmm. If you want prophetic dreams, you can also put 2 bay leaves under your pillow like I do. So I know this works. I'm giving y'all
something free.
The keys.
Mm-hmm. Some
knowledge. Mm-hmm. I know it works. Mm-hmm. I call myself the honcho for a reason.
But we're going to talk about the basil a little bit later. There's other things you can use the basil for. Right now, we just want to stick to the top of the water. Because also, think about this. When we have a baptism, no matter what denomination you're in, chances are you're going to utilize water for some type of ritual. Baptism is a ritual.
That's also true. It's the purification of the soul, I think.
Exactly. And not only that, it shows your vows of your acceptance towards Christianity, if you will. And so the same thing is true with taking a spiritual bath. I was asked the question, I think last month, if they were to get a spiritual bath, would they have to do it again? And my question is, yeah. And the person got upset with me because they didn't understand, why would I get this spiritual bath and do it, and they have to do it again? Can I say something?
Oh, yeah, you can. This is your show. Well, this is actually our show, but this is her segment, y'all.
Oh, okay. So don't you wash your ass every day? So why wouldn't you do a spiritual bath? At least quarterly or what have you, especially when you're in the community of a lot of people. You have to cleanse, because sometimes you can get the wrong energies around you, and then you need to be purified.
Right. It's the purification of your spirit. Spirits and souls are 2 different things. I don't care what nobody say. 2 different things.
But but a lot of people are really scared of hearing a spiritual bath unless something really bad is happening to them, and then they'll go and find somebody like me. They put it together for them. But nevertheless, water.
It's just water.
Water all the time to wash. But for you to think that you do one spiritual bath in your life and that'll be over with.
That's a lie.
People change relationships like they change drawers. Don't you think you need a spiritual bath every time you change out a relationship? Did I just say so?
And most of y'all don't change y'all drawers anyway.
Don't say that. But did I not just say something?
Yeah, you were speaking in facts, though. You were speaking in facts.
What part of it did you hear, girl?
I hear the part where you said you should be taking a bath once you're changing out of your spirit. You should be taking a spiritual bath once you're changing into a new body, basically.
Oh, okay. So
if you are releasing into a new body, you need to be spiritually cleansing your body.
Yes. And especially when you want to remove the vibrations of that person, you need to do a spiritual bath. so that you can release any soul ties that you might have. I just not drop another nugget.
Right. Now this is a great time to plug her spiritual baths. Order the Shaka Calm, y'all. It does calm you. It's immaculate.
And it works.
Top tier.
You can actually see testimonies on my website at www.auntmarysniece. So if you're liking the program, I need for you to like, subscribe, and share. And please comment too.
Yes, we love the comments.
Because I would love to be able to, to talk back and forth with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want you to hear me clearly. You need to take a spiritual bath every time you move to the next relationship. Even if you move into another job, take a spiritual bath.
That's a whole new environment, a whole new atmosphere.
Yes. Don't you want to fit into your environment?
That's new air.
And you want the environment to fit into? Oh, girl, say that. New air.
It's new air.
New spirit.
New spirits. It's new people.
Absolutely. And bringing on the new. Sometimes you want to remove, but sometimes you want to attract.
That's right.
It ain't all about removing things, people, and places. Sometimes it's attracting.
Right, because you don't want to become the rat instead of the cheese.
Say that, girl.
You don't want to become the rat instead of the cheese, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Now, since you talked about that, they have a book called Who Moved My Cheese? And we kind of read that.
I had to read that in 3rd grade. Miss Miller, because I was on a higher reading level than everybody else, she made me read all these different types of books and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that was good that she did that for you. You know why? Then they kind of open up your mind and expand it a little bit. But that's another type of conversation. I think that we really need to talk about that. I didn't know you read that book. Had I known it, we would have had a discussion about it. But nevertheless, water. Water can be your friend or can be your enemy. Especially if you're going through any type of sickness. Not only should you drink your water, but you need to speak to your water. What I say? You need to
speak into your water.
To your water. What do you want your water to do? Don't you want your water to have healing powers?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want your water to nourish your body?
Mm-hmm.
Calm your soul?
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. And not only that, water, if you can take a little hike or something, you'll find it. Mm-hmm. Water is literally nature. Nature starts with some type of water.
And it's all through the Bible. I mean, think about sometimes too, when we go to the ocean and it got that salt in there. Could it not account for a spiritual bath? I know I had one in the ocean one time.
I mean, like if you pray throughout, you're doing your little washing, because make sure you always wash down.
Mm-hmm. If you're trying to,
take away.
Yeah.
Doing that.
They can't see you. She's making all these gestures.
Oh, I forgot that y'all can't see me.
But they can't see you at all. But nevertheless, today's topic was water. And we didn't really talk about the different types of water and how to use it. I figured that if we can get about 25 different likes, at least, then we can go into the different types of water. But make sure you like my Instagram post as well. And
you follow me on Instagram at isthat.larissa. That's my Instagram handle, y'all. Get into it.
Of course, Aunt Mary's niece.
Her.
Mm-hmm. She's also a niece. She's a great grandniece.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But until further ado, you want to say a prayer to lead us out? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to sing the benediction. You want me to sing? She didn't want me to sing, so we're going to say a prayer. We thank you for this opportunity to reach the masses. We thank you for the opportunity to sow seeds of greatness. We thank you for the opportunity to learn more about water and how it can help nourish our body and quench our soul. Look what he's done for me. I think that was a song. But nevertheless, we thank you for the opportunity to have this platform and to bring you good content, because it's going to keep on getting better and better and better. And we thank you for the many people that we're reaching. So without further ado, this is Aunt Mary's niece signing off.